All right, welcome back to episode 157 of Those Millennials Podcast. Today I'm your humble, grateful, tired, and extremely thankful as I'm tired, host K the Classic. I'm here with my nearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Rell's here. How you doing, Rell? How's your mental health? How's your pockets?
It's Gucci.
Jesse's back. Jesse, how you doing? What's with the big ass smile? What the fuck is going on?
What's wrong with me?
Jesse, how's your mental health? How's your pockets?
Nigga doing the smile. Remember that
So
little
yeah,
promo
if you're
smile?
listening, Jesse has this really big Colgate smile thing that's happening on right now. I don't know what's happening.
You asked me how my mentals and all that going. I'm smiling.
Oh, so that just you could be hurting on the inside though, Jesse.
I'm ignoring it.
That's
It could
still
go.
not good.
It could go sit in the corner.
That's
All I
not
care.
good. We're back. Apologize for the little hiatus. Life was lifing. And honestly, I couldn't find my laptop, so that was one of the reasons why we didn't pod. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Lost the whole laptop.
Look, my toddler is a toddler, and she does stuff. So
All right, you're right.
couldn't find the laptop. Anyway, thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you for you could listen to any podcast in the world, but you're here listening to us. We appreciate you. We love you guys. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Helps the pod grow. Go a long way. If you're listening on Apple, please leave a review. Share it, like it. Same thing with Spotify and Google Play as well. And if you're watching on YouTube, join the notification gang. All right, obviously a lot happened in the last 2 weeks. Last time we recorded, you guys know what happened? You remember the last thing we talked about when we potted about?
The Kings.
Huh?
The Kings with Jeff.
No, see, you don't even remember. Look at you. It was the Milwaukee Bucks collapse.
Oh.
Which seems like
The Giannis.
I don't know, 3 months ago. As far as NBA days, it seems like so long ago. But we'll get to all the NBA stuff. But obviously, up top, before I get to my not list, Rell, you were at a very, very, very special event. The second annual Lover and Friends event that happens out here in Las Vegas. This nigga Jesse is creeping me the fuck out.
Damn, a nigga smiling creeps you out. Look what
Smile, bitch.
Look what is wrong with the world today?
I don't know, man. Just
Yo,
look, I saw that video
black
of the.
girl,
I saw the. I
black
posted
man
that video of
smiling.
the clown. I saw that video. I posted the video of the clowns, that little clown convention, and I was just. I'm just weirded out by shit like that now, man. I'm just
A black man smiling. You creeped out by a black man smiling. You rather see a black man frowning at me.
It just.
Look at you. Look at you. Look what you conditioned.
Rell, how was Lovers and
conditioned
Friends? Besides, you being what TMZ doesn't know that you were the catalyst of the Chris Brown and Usher beef.
No, I was pissed off because they was partying down the
Tell
street.
them the truth. Tell the truth on here, dog.
So did he really get jumped?
We don't know. I don't know. And honestly, I don't want to. Yeah, whatever.
From the buzz and everybody that was in the crowd, it was I mean, like there was a point in Usher's section where he performed the Chris. And mind you, all through the Lovers and Friends tour, everybody was coming out for everybody's shit. Like, like when Mariah did her set, she brought out Boys to Men. They did One Sweet Day. Like, but so when he did the Chris Brown
video
song,
of that.
He did the Chris Brown's. Keep going. When he did the Chris Brown song, and then Chris Brown didn't come out, that was the only one that nobody. Little Kim,
people's features didn't come in.
Yeah, Little Kim did Candy Shop. Like hell, Redman even came out for Christina Aguilera and did Dirty Again. So everybody.
Christina Aguilera. Little Kim came out with Christina Aguilera. Did Lady Mama Lie.
So I was in that same section. So everybody was coming in except for them. So I believe it was true. I mean, I hope they squash that shit.
I'm talking about I believe it
was before. So how was Lovers and Friends period though?
Wait, hold on. I believe it was a scuffle or probably in some sort of argument or something. But Usher getting jumped.
Performance was. I've seen better Usher performances at his residency. But as far as Lovers and Friends go, when I got there, I don't know about last year. I heard it was bad last year. Because some issues. It was some issues with they didn't have no water and shit. So it was
I remember that. So yeah, that was a big thing.
They had plenty of water stations this year. It was the whole thing is when you get to these festivals, it's especially when one with 4 stages. Once you start bouncing back and forth, the hour just kind of you just lose track of time.
It just seemed like it was a lot of walking back in stages because every stage had somebody you would want to see. In my
it was
opinion.
4 stages, and I was only able to like consistently go to 2. I think the best performance was probably Chris Brown. I mean, Chris Brown, Miguel blew it off. 50 Cent did the damn thing. Usher.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw the video of Summer not looking like she was interested in performing with Usher.
I left.
But she looked great. Summer Walker.
She looked good. She looked good. But her
awesome.
performance was Bryson did the damn thing. Party Next Door did the damn thing. Mariah was Mariah should never do a festival again. Mariah was 45 minutes late, did 15 minutes and left. Like she went, mind you, at the stage.
Oh, that's Mariah though. That's Mariah though.
At the stage, everybody's supposed to do an hour, but it's like, you know, she came out there 45 minutes late, did 15 minutes, and then
at least sound good.
Mariah is Diet Lauryn Hill.
She sounded good because she was singing her shit.
Yeah, okay, that's all that matters.
But she did 15. I mean, but overall, it was a cool little festival. I mean,
Mariah also don't need that check, so you get lucky with that 15 because Mariah don't need that check.
Also, Dipset had a really good performance.
The whole Dipset came?
Not except Cam. Cam
was too busy potting.
I mean, they still kind of beefing with Cam. I know Jim Jones is still kind of beefing with Cam.
But it was cool for me to see Jewels and Jim Jones because I had never seen them live. Like, you know, so like, and then they was running like with Black like
that'd have been dope if they would have brought out Mano so they could do Lobby Boy songs.
They did old Dipset shit, and like Jewels had like did his solo shit, and I used to fuck with Jewels solo shit. So and
Jewels was
Mike check 1 2 1 2.
Overall, I think it was just dope. I mean, like Vegas showed out. It was just such a dope setting. Like it was a lot of walking, but honestly, it didn't feel like it. It didn't feel between the stages. Like there was like a bar separating between it. So like as you're going from like one stage to the next, you kind of just getting a drink, and then you're going like into the next section. So, I mean, next year, I mean, I don't know if I'll go next year, but. You know, but it's a good festival. Good. Shout out to Usher. I mean, next year, I would say this: whatever happened was buzzing in the crowd. They didn't come out for each other's songs. They performed each other's songs, and like when Chris Brown did his version of New Flame, Usher didn't come out, and then that we like the party song. But Usher does that song at his residency too, though. So that's the difference, though. Usher does that. I've seen Usher like twice.
Maybe it could be over that. Maybe he wanted to come out for Usher doing that song. He was like, nah, I'll do that.
I'm not sure, but I mean, it was buzzing. It was buzzing. Soulja Boy was probably the worst one, and
they had Usher and Bow Wow perform at the same time, which is to me seems like why would you do that to Bow Wow?
I mean,
but I know there's probably a younger audience. There's probably a younger audience of girls that probably just want to see their
Usher and Bow Wow didn't perform at the same time.
They didn't perform at the same time on this? Okay.
No, because it was 2 different time slots.
Bow Wow performed at a time of somebody big. I can't remember who it was though.
It was somebody big, but Bow Wow came out early.
Bow Wow performed with somebody big.
He kept coming out through everybody's sets with his like he came out with Jermaine Dupri because he was on during Usher's set. Because Usher said I'm gonna take y'all to Atlanta, brought out Jermaine Dupri, the Brat. They did Welcome to Atlanta, and then he brought out Bow Wow, and so I mean,
it's not Atlanta. I know he's like Atlanta's son, but you know he's from Ohio. Anyway,
Atlanta adjacent. He claims Atlanta as his home.
I know what he claims. Just like
Soulja Boy from Compton.
Soulja Boy, you know, don't get me started.
Hey man,
Chris Brown from LA, but he's not. Anyway,
you gotta leave Chris Brown alone and Drake.
Leave Chris Brown. All right, man. That sounded. I mean, I hate. I've heard nothing but positivity. It sucks that. I mean, again, still not confirmed. It's still alleged. I mean, you know, TMZ.
Usher, you see the video where Usher's talking. He's like doing his own.
You know, he purposely did one of those hey,
and there was no
to show y'all that he wasn't fucked up because
nothing,
no
mark,
he
no
had
nothing
broken
on
ribs. They
Yeah.
were saying he couldn't walk. He left in a wheel. They were saying all kind of wild shit. So I'm glad
if he left in a wheelchair, we definitely would have seen him. So there's no like.
I'm glad he did the vid and was like, I hear y'all talking on the internet. I'm not even gonna address y'all, but look, we good, we Gucci. My face is straight. I'm going out here.
Is it only one weekend? Is Lover and Friends?
It's one day.
It's one day.
That's what people was complaining about.
Jesus.
This one day.
It goes from like it literally goes so the doors open at 11.
Honestly, I would prefer it to be one day.
And it goes like from 11 to like fucking past midnight because Party Next Door was just starting to set at midnight. And fucking by the time I got there at 4, Nelly was just coming on.
All right, so we'll get back to music in a little bit.
Actually, I don't know if I'd prefer one day, but I'd be okay with one day, but I don't know if I'd prefer it.
All right, so we'll get back to music in a little bit, but we're going to talk about not list stuff. So for those who are new to the program, first of all, welcome, and those who are already. And if those who are familiar, you guys already know the deal, but I will explain it to the newbies who don't know. The Not List is compiled by just me. These guys don't know what I'm going to ask them or what is going to be compiled on Not List. This thing, Jesse. It's compiled of stuff that I've compiled throughout the week that we're not talking about, but it gives us an excuse to talk about them. So, all right, we ready? All right.
We need some music for this next time. Kev's Not List.
All right, so number one on Not List. I'm gonna start with movies. Maybe we'll talk about that some other day. Beetlejuice 2 is happening. With the whole original cast, Michael Keaton coming back. I mean, no disrespect to Michael Keaton, but
Talk about Beetlejuice 2. What about Mermaid coming out? Talk about that.
Why? We already know that's coming out. That I have tickets for that already.
Who the fuck cares about Beetlejuice?
It's gonna be starring Jenny Ortega, who I'm a fan. I'm not gonna lie.
She's all right. She had a little run-in with saying something that she shouldn't have said.
I don't know what that is.
Nothing like controversial. It's industry things. You don't do certain things on set.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Beetlejuice 2 is happening. The whole original cast, Winona Ryder, coming back.
Jail?
Winona Ryder's been out of jail, fool, man. You don't watch Stranger Things? Anyway. No, that means no, he doesn't watch Stranger Things, guys. But yeah.
Rell does watch the Stranger Things. What you talking about?
I do watch Stranger Things.
Rell doesn't. You don't watch Stranger Things, right?
I do watch Stranger Things.
Then why'd you bring up an old joke like Winona Ryder's still in jail?
Just bro.
when Winona Ryder was in jail in like 20, what year was that? Like 20, like I don't know, 05? Anyway,
it was a while ago.
It was a long time ago where she was shoplifting. Yeah, Beetlejuice 2 is still a thing that's happening, man. So take it for what it is. This one's for the gamers.
Oh, Gladiator 2. Gladiator 2 with Denzel. Starring Denzel.
Hold on, Russell Crowe's Gladiator with Denzel?
Yeah, starring Denzel.
I don't know.
Don't expect to see anytime soon with the writer strike. Anyway, I'm just playing.
I think it's already
up there.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say I think it's done already.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Number 2 on the Not List. Grand Theft Auto 6 is set to be become the most expensive video game in history. The budget for Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be $1 billion, and that includes development and marketing.
This shit Detox Bro is never coming out.
No, it's definitely coming out. The reason, again, I've said this on this podcast for shit, it feels like years now.
Can I just say something? You see why these writers are going on strike? $1 billion
for a video game. But it is one of the biggest franchises, arguably of all time. But anyway, the problem with Grand Theft Auto is the people that play it. Like, there's Grand Theft Auto 5 is, and I'm not bullshitting, and I know I've said this on here before, is like 2 consoles ago. So it's like over maybe like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 released 2 console generations ago.
But you're saying the first one?
Yes. No, the Grand Theft Auto 5.
Didn't they do?
I'm talking about 6 right now.
Didn't they do little in betweens?
Yeah. So they have what's the word? Expansions. You get expansions. Yeah, but you have to pay for them. So it's just like that's why they're just little micro transactions, and people just keep playing. That's why they didn't. I've always said this, and I love Rockstar. That's the name of the studio that makes the game. But they don't have to do anything because they can just literally just make more content for one game. That's why
Is Dre making the soundtrack though?
I don't know, but
or is this year? Have they done a biker gang before?
No, but they're responsible for the Red Dead Redemption games too, which are awesome. Everybody loves those. I just feel like that Rockstar off the hook. They just I'm sure they work hard, but they work hard on one game while all these other developing video game companies have to make other games and make other ideas and shit. While Rockstar just has to keep,
Wasn't Rockstar behind Tony Hawk the first time? The first
Activision.
Oh, it was. Never mind. My bad.
All right. This one's number 3. This one's big. This wasn't purposely announced because it was a video of them talking in a conversation, but it looks like it's finally gonna happen. Diddy and Jermaine Dupri versus MSG September 8th. Verzuz is gonna happen. Like I said, it wasn't officially announced. Somebody I don't know who it was, but somebody caught video of Diddy talking to Busta, and he was telling Busta about that. I think this is fly. I hope it's 20 songs. I'm hearing though, rumor is that there's gonna be 2 nights. There's gonna be an MSG one, and there's gonna be one in Atlanta.
I don't see how you don't do. I honestly, that's Diddy. That's what he does. But I'm also like, why not?
I think that's fly. I would hope.
Such a huge catalog that it's you will not play. You will not hear the same songs both nights.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping, Jesse. I'm hoping New York is rap, and then Atlanta is R&B because they both can do it.
Oh, right? Yeah, honestly, that is a great idea because Atlanta is more known for their. At that time when they were
at that time,
their peak was a lot of R&B artists was coming out of Atlanta and coming from New York as well.
And I mean, I think we've talked about this potential heavyweight matchup of the Verzuz, so we don't have to super reiterate it. But like in this situation, I think Diddy smokes Jermaine in the rap battle, but I think in the R&B it's a little closer. I think it's a little closer than people think. People just think, Diddy's that dude.
You know what it's thinking? You think he's getting smoked?
He's getting smoked for rap.
Really close.
He's getting smoked for rap.
Really close.
He's getting smoked for rap. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be cool. He's not gonna be bad, but R&B, like you're going against Usher and Mariah Carey catalog, Diddy, and I know Diddy got a lot of people in his bag for R&B, but you going against Mariah and Usher catalogs, some 112. You going against a lot of shit in the R&B bag. It's different. So,
and he doesn't even have to get. He could probably get the Usher. He don't even have to get the Mariah. That's how crazy it is with the R&B. So you say you think it's close?
I think the R&B is close.
What makes for who?
Oh, you think? Well, you think Jermaine Dupri is gonna smoke Diddy in R&B?
I just told you don't have to get to the Usher catalog. Or not even the.
Oh, so wait. So I want to get this on the record. So you think Jermaine Dupri is gonna smoke Puff in R&B?
He doesn't even
answer the question, Jesse.
Kev, are you hearing what I'm saying?
I want you to answer the question first.
I just said he doesn't even have to get to the Mariah catalog. That's how much he would be killing. But it's like Can
I get a definitive answer, man, please?
I think they both close. They both close.
You think? So you think hip hop? No, I'm saying, but like if they're doing it on separate nights, rap one night and then R&B.
Yeah.
So you think
your boy Nelly? He produced Nelly hits.
Some of the older Nelly hits, but nothing crazy.
All right, then he has hits. He got hits.
Jermaine, I mean, again,
We're
talking about two. We're talking about two.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Heavy. Look, you
got
don't gotta tell me
home.
the catalog. I know. I understand
home.
what we're talking about.
It's not. Jermaine Dupri could beat Puff and not even touch Mariah.
But in New York,
Jermaine can beat Puff in what?
In R&B and not even touch
okay.
Mariah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, well that's.
But no,
I'm not saying that he can't. I'm not. All I said is going to be close. I said R&B would be close.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm saying
rap. Y'all crazy.
If it's in New York, yes, because New York is going to be such a biased crowd.
No, I mean
rap. Y'all crazy.
No, rap is not close.
Rap is not close.
You think so?
Rap is not close.
It's not close.
He's produced Jay-Z hits.
Jermaine Dupri?
One.
Yes.
Money and the Thing. Money and the Thing.
Money and Thing.
All right. Well, you know.
I mean, unless he gonna play crisscross.
Bow Wow got hits. Bow Wow got hits.
I'm trying to tell you,
whenever all in hip hop, maybe half go to R&B.
He's gonna play.
What Jermaine Dupri plays, it's a point. Whenever he plays out the Benjamins, it's a point. Whenever he plays,
that's a New York bias. That is gonna be.
He plays More Money, More Problems. It's a point. Whenever
that would be New York bias. That would be New York bias too.
What else? Like
it should go the opposite way. You know what? It should go the opposite way, where they do rap in Atlanta and see how much Diddy survive in there.
I didn't know, Jesse. I didn't know you own this cape. I didn't know this was a cape for you.
Look, I think
this is a new cape for you too. Damn, you just pulled this one out your closet.
I think we're so caught up in seeing Jermaine Dupri in one way that it's like.
I respect the hell out of Jermaine Dupri. He's that dude.
He's amazing.
He's that dude.
And he actually produces a little more than Diddy actually does.
I agree. I'm not mad at that.
We'll also say Diddy does have Mariah hits though. Diddy does have Mariah hits.
What's gonna happen when he plays No Way Out, Jesse? What's gonna happen when he plays No Way Out? Like, what are we talking about here?
I got hoes.
One.
I got hoes.
1, 2. As soon as you hear one. As soon as you hear Biggie's voice say one.
He's gonna
1,
play
2.
Then he'll play the remix.
Check me right here, yo. Come on now. What are we talking? Anyway, we moving on, though. You're crazy.
Let me hold you down. Let me hold you down.
Now you just talking.
There we go.
You just talking. All right.
Oh,
if you just wanted to say you was just trying to talk just to be different, then that's all you had to say.
Let me hold you down. You don't think you don't think that can rock somebody?
Jesse, I am no longer.
You don't think that gives a left hook?
No longer entertaining you talking about Jermaine Dupri beating Diddy in rap. Anyway, number 4. I'm gonna
pull up Jermaine Dupri's. Go ahead.
Number 4 on the not list. Mark Jackson is taking a lot of heat on Twitter, man. Rightfully so. Mark, obviously the MVP was announced. Rell Embiid won MVP with a close second by Joker. And one of the voters who we found out what happened to be Mark Jackson did not vote for Joker at all on his ballot. Let me read you his ballot real quick. He had Joel Embiid number 1, Giannis number 2, Jason Tatum number 3, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander number 4. What seed was the Thunder? Rell? 11th? They were 11th seed. And Donovan Mitchell, which they were a 5 seed.
You shouldn't have a vote. I mean, just because you call the games don't mean like
Mark.
You shouldn't have a vote.
We love you, Mark Jackson. I enjoy your call with Mike Breen and Jeff Van Gundy. I know Bill Simmons.
Nope.
Bill Simmons doesn't necessarily like a 3-man booth, but I feel like y'all threesome. Pause. I enjoy when y'all do games because y'all add the fun. Jeff gives the analysis, and you give the little cheesy, go to commercial little sayings, right? Like it works. The call works. But yeah, you probably shouldn't have a vote. I'm sorry. I'll just leave it at
that. Confessions Part 2.
This nigga Jesse. Anyway, this is gonna be. I see. This is gonna be Jesse's bit for the game right now.
Grills, Nelly featuring Paul Wall.
Anyway,
Oh, you ain't even fucking with your mans. All right.
Jesse, it's different. We're talking about Diddy. Anyway,
You see
all right.
Your grills. All right, fine.
All right, man. So, I can't believe you did that. All right, so Jesse, so we're gonna talk about something that you're not gonna be interested in talking about at all. But so let's get this off before we get to the NBA and the playoffs real quick. Because so obviously we're recording right now. The Denver, I haven't looked right, but I'm sure Denver is still spanking the hell out of fucking Phoenix. Phoenix, thank you for coming. Thank you for showing.
It's reaching 40. It's
Thank you for showing up.
Oh no, it's reaching 30. My bad.
I think speaking up to a conversation we had off air, I think Monty should be on the hot seat this year. I mean, they won't fire him, but you've now getting your ass kicked in 2 elimination games.
They can't. They can't fire him. I know you're gonna say they're getting played. They can't fire him because a lot of these players are here.
KD got there late. They're gonna retool it. Like they're gonna retool the roster.
But
like,
I'm saying KD
the ring chase. They'll get better players. That might be a Dylan Brooks spot.
I'm saying KD came for money.
Yeah, KD. That was gonna be another thing.
You don't know what really KD came for.
Yeah, he came for Bookie and Monty though. And
it could be for Monty.
And honestly, I don't. I mean, we before we turn on these mics, we talked about the future of DeAndre Ayton. I don't think he's going to be a Sun. I also don't think necessarily Chris Paul is going to necessarily come back too because they got
pressure as I'm is.
Anyway, this nigga. So keep continuously talking about music. So last week, obviously we did not record. We didn't have a pod, but Rell's favorite artist dropped an album, Jack Harlow. I'm gonna disclose the conversation Rell and I had on the phone. So the album came out that Friday, right? Well, so we record. So that was the last day we recorded. You know why? Because I joked with you on the pod that, or were you gonna listen to listen to the album? And you were like, yeah, I'll give it a spin. And this was midday, so I'm at work. I'm listening to my pods. I'm grooving, and then I get a call from Rell. Rell was like, "Hey man," I was like, "What's up, bro? What's going on, man? What you doing?" It's like, "Hey man, don't tell nobody. This line tapped." I said, "Nah, man, it's just me and you talking here. We chilling." He said, "Yeah, I listened to that Jack Harlow, JackMan. It ain't bad." That was exactly what he said. said what? So yeah, man, it's not bad. Like, if I say it, because I'm cool with, I'm cool with saying it's not cool. I'm not even going. He's like, it's actually all right.
How much he pay you, Rell?
So when Rell said that, let me finish. So when Rell said that, I was like, all right.
Lover and friends.
I finished my podcast. I finished the pod that I was listening to, right, and then I let it spin, and I'm like, after like the 5th song, I'm like, okay. This is actually really cool. This is some Jack Harlow shit that I can listen to. It's actually cool.
I mean, oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
I would say this. I fucking hate Jack Harlow. I think he's shit. I mean, but it's far. But the whole.
No, you're gonna go see White Man Can't Jump. Keep going.
No, I'm not. But as far as this album goes, like he literally, what pisses me off, and I don't know if it's a ghost behind it, but the only reason why I listen to new music is because it ain't shit out here. I can't listen to Jay-Z 50 fucking times. So I try to give new shit at least a spin. But I gave this a spin, and overall I liked it. But what pisses me off about Jack Harlow still is that it's a fucking rebrand. They tried to make him the white Drake, and then they tried to put him on the album cover with no shirt on. Now you try to make him just a hood boy rapper. But if you had came out this way from the beginning, maybe he'd have a little bit more taste. But the whole thing is that I don't even know. But I don't know. It sounds, I don't know, because people say he's been rapping like this for a while. But I can tell you that it's half production. Half of this is production. And there's no really chorus on it where he's trying to get a radio hit. It's just him rapping. And it's great beats with him rapping on it. It's almost mixtapey to me. That's why I like it.
That's what I was gonna say. Like my first instance on this was no features at all, right? 10 songs, no features. There's no memorable beat to me. Like there's nothing, like you said, there's no single, there's nothing radio-ish on here. So I know you guys, Rell, you don't listen to the Joe Budden podcast, but Swiss Beats came. For those who don't know, Swiss Beats is Jack Harlow's artist. Swiss Beats came on, or is it Drama? I'm sorry, I get that mixed up. There's Drama, right? Drama.
Swiss Beats works with Jack.
It's Swiss. Okay, it is Swiss. Okay, my bad. I feel like it's the other way around, but whatever. Somebody will correct me. He came on there, talked about Jack. Told him he had something coming out that was hot, that was different. Joe obviously didn't believe him because he already has his bias about Jack. Everybody says, which is right, just like MGK said in this song that we're going to talk about. Why don't write crime? He's Diet Drake. A lot of songs that he does, it sounds, I'll be like, man, I wish Drake had this beat. But like you said, this was a different spin. This was a different Jack Harlow. If this was another artist, not Jack Harlow, just some white rapper that I would listen to, I would have thought this was real fly. So I did the same thing in my head where I was just like, I'm gonna treat this as not Jack Harlow. I'm gonna treat this not as the dude who made all these songs that people don't necessarily like real hip hop heads. But I
got an issue with what he said, but the whole thing is like, why? As I'm listening to this, then I see that fucking dumbass comment he says about him being the second greatest white rapper of all time.
It is DJ Drama.
See, I knew it. Okay. See,
I'd be right. But when Jack Harlow comes out, when he's doing I'm listening to this shit, I'm like, okay, Jack Harlow, you rapping. But then he comes out and says he's second greatest white rapper of all time. Like, Jack Harlow, get the fuck out of here, Jack Harlow. Like, you just, first off, you're not better than Mac Miller and lyrically, and you're not even better.
He ain't even better than Action Bronson.
Bro, Jack Harlow, we gave you a little bit of moment, and then you come on and say shit like this, like, I don't even like your album now. Because now you kind of like pissing on there's so many better white rappers than you, and the content that you
was disrespectful. You said Chris Webby better than him though. You was mad.
He is lyrically.
What was the blind rapper's name? The blind freestyler.
I don't even want to say Astaroth because I know you're crazy enough to say Astaroth is
Blind Fury. It was Blind Fury, right? It was Blind Fury, was his name? You be freestyling on 106 and Park, he probably still freestyling.
Jack hasn't done enough to say that, but he should. I mean, again, he can feel like that. He can boast like that. How many times have we heard rappers who say they're top 5 and we haven't just been like, all right, man, you know, like, come on, dog, like,
you ain't better than Paul Wall, bro. You're not better.
You said Paul. You're not better than Paul Wall. That's funny. Watch out.
Yeah. Whoa, I think you're being disrespectful to Paul Wall.
Go listen to Paul Wall whole mixtape.
I'm sick of y'all. Anyway, that was our Jack.
You're being disrespectful, man.
I'm sick. You bad disrespect. You've been disrespectful this whole pod. Started with the cheese and now with the Diddy diss, and now you eating. So you just been disrespectful this entire time, nigga. This nigga, you just been disrespectful this entire pod. Anyway. The crunch is not gonna be picked up by the mic in front of you, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, you gotta mute out.
Anyway. All right, let's get to some NBA, man. Obviously a lot happened. Actually, I just want to talk about the Lakers for like 20 minutes with y'all. I mean, we can talk about all the other series. Obviously, Denver looks like they're going to take it right now. They're spanking the hell out of Suns while we're recording. So it looks like it's going to be Denver in the Western Conference Finals. The one, surprise, the Denver Nuggets that everybody said was paper tigers aren't, maybe they still are paper tigers. We don't know. Whatever. The Heat and I'm going to tell you right now. Where's my camera? Let me get closer. I am going to celebrate when these fucking Knickerbockers lose because I am sick of their shit. I'm sick of it.
I don't know why. You know what? From New York Knicks Nation, fuck you, Kevin. Here's the thing.
I'm sick.
Let me speak about the Knicks real quick.
Please.
What disappointed me about this series is that everybody keeps saying that the Knicks don't have enough shooting. As I watched every fucking game, I watched them twice. You can't tell me that Caleb Martin and fucking Struz are that much better of a shooter.
Max Strus is a good shooter. That's literally his best attribute.
I mean, but they're good shooters. They're decent, but they're not burners.
Caleb Martin's his best attribute isn't shooting, so that's not fair to Caleb.
Okay. Josh Hart or Caleb Martin that shooting the open three. Who would you rather have?
They're both iffy, but I would probably take Hart. He has a better track record.
And you know, one thing I'll come on here and say, and I'm admit, one thing that I am biased to Laker players that we have drafted. I am fucking done with Julius Randle.
There you go.
I am.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Thank you.
You know what pisses me off?
Thank you.
Is that
Jesse? You know how I know he's done because he didn't call him Mando. Keep going, Rell.
It's just like I watch both of these games. Like there's times where he overpasses. There's times where I would like the player he looks like. I wish that like Brunson could just like he would be a pick and pop guy or dunk on people, you know, because he has the athleticism. He doesn't do any of this shit, bro. And I mean, like he played.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of a pass, a little bit of cape. You know, he's not 100%. A little bit. He's not
100%. He's not 100%. But the whole thing is that they play to him like a star. One, real truthfully, Knicks Nation, we know the real star. Brunson. He's on Mount Rushmore, Knicks Nation already. He's on Mount Rushmore. 48 minutes.
That's a sad ass Mount Rushmore.
48 minutes, one turnover.
Balled out.
That's.
I would. If I'm a team, I'm never trading with the Knicks. You know why? Because they will run your players ragged, boy. They will run the tread off your tires.
Lastly, I've been getting the tips pissing me off so much because he's the kind of person where I love him as a coach because he sticks to his shit. But the fact that they can't stick Evan Fournier. We haven't had shooting for 3 fucking games. You can't put Evan Fournier out there for 10 minutes. They're hiding Duncan Robinson every fucking time. And then all of a sudden, and then here's the quick tricky part. And when everybody starts asking about Evan Fournier, now he's out with a fucking illness. He hadn't played in 3 fucking weeks. I'm like, bro, we haven't had Emmanuel Quickly.
That's probably by him. He's probably just like, fuck y'all.
Emmanuel Quickly got injured at the end of game 3. He was our best shooter. I just like
he wasn't given the. He hasn't had a good game in the playoffs though. So
Tibbs gonna fuck this series up, but my hope is that tomorrow, Knicks Nation, we're gonna do this tomorrow in the Heat. We're gonna do it in Miami. We're gonna bring it back to the Guard for Game 7, baby. Knicks Nation, I got you.
Rell is only betting for his bet. Rell is only rooting for the Knicks for his betting reasons. But
man,
it's my second favorite NBA team.
Yeah.
Tajay, if you're listening to this and watching this, I'm gonna tell you. I told you the other day that when they lose, I want you to go Draymond and Jordan Poole somebody at the Garden. Anyway, keep going.
The real problem is RJ, but
look. Ooh,
RJ been popping though.
RJ and Randall.
He's not a 2, but he's not a 2. He's not a 2.
He's been showing up.
The best player is Jalen Brunson.
All right, man. Look, I don't even know where to start with the Knicks. I need the Knicks to go because I'm tired of watching them play basketball.
That's the worst series, to be honest with you.
Like they just don't.
Because they're just playing in mud. It's the worst series.
It's the best series. What are you talking about? It's my favorite.
It's the worst series.
I'm locked in on it. I've watched.
That's the worst series. If you like muddy, not really good, just jacking up threes because we really can't have no offense.
Look, I don't want to.
It's the worst series.
We have good coaching adjustments.
At this point,
the worst series.
At this point, like Julius Randle's been in the league. What is 7-8 years now?
I don't know. He's been in there more than that. He got 2 All NBAs, which is crazy.
All NBA this year. Shout out Julius.
Pop quiz, guys. Who has more All NBAs in their entire career, Julius Randle or Ray Allen?
I mean, Ray Allen.
Stop it! Don't do that. Don't act like Ray Allen.
Add context. What I'm saying is Ray Allen played in a clouded era of shooting guards.
Yeah. I'm like, what you mean?
Ray Allen should have more All NBAs.
He should, but I'm saying he played in a clouded
era. He played very
Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant. That's tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kobe was getting it every year. You know, AI was getting it for the longest. Even didn't he play while Jordan was playing? So
Yeah, 95.
yeah, that was a lot. Yeah. Anyways, what I was gonna say is Randall. Like, I don't like calling people dumb, but it's really like him being in the league this long and some of the shit he just does. They have a very like as a team low basketball IQ on offense. Like
About it.
there's just what are you doing? He literally just run like Julius Randle. It's 8 years now, or however long you've been in the league. You can't just run at a player that's just standing there.
Bull of the China shot, boy.
Just run at a player.
Yeah,
Like
he does that shit a lot.
literally, there's 4 guys standing there, and he's literally just running at them. And it's just like you can't do that. This is no longer high school.
The
This
worst
is no longer
series.
college.
I don't know
You
what
cannot
Rell's
just be
talking about.
doing that
It's my favorite
shit.
series. It's my second. It's honestly Lakers. This one.
And it's like, dude,
That's crazy.
none of them move. They don't just stand there. They don't have great ball movement. It's like, how did y'all make it here?
Jesse, was it game 2 we was in the chat talking about, and you was like, what are they running? I was like, Jesse, the Knicks
That was
don't.
game 2 of the first series.
Here's
No
the thing. Here's the thing, though.
There's
The
no
Knicks
offense for the Knicks. There's
The Knicks.
Thibs be doing this.
Julius
No, here's
Randle
the
really
thing.
holds the ball for
He
12,
coaches
24
the
seconds.
defense, and he coaches the adjustments.
Thibs
The offense is
works on
driving
defensive strategies and minutes. And he'd be like, okay, so all right, so RJ, you gonna play 48 today?
Why is Jokic still in the game? What is wrong with this coach?
But lastly on the Knicks series, trust and believe tomorrow I will have a Knicks Lakers money line parlay. So I will be getting down on that. Just if anybody want to tell me, I will be getting down on that. Knicks Lakers, but I just think that this fucking series is pissing me off so much because the role players and like Kyle Lowry is all of a sudden who takes 6 months off is now playing half decent basketball.
Genius.
Some guy
All of a
named
sudden he
fucking
woke up.
Highsmith. You getting 10 minutes out of Highsmith.
That's right. That's also my problem.
Rell.
It's like y'all are supposed
Rell,
to be good.
Cody Zeller is a viable player on the Heat right now.
You don't even have your second.
Which any team could have had.
You don't have your second, or depending on where you place them, your second or best third player for the Heat even playing right now,
And it doesn't matter.
And it just doesn't matter. Like the Knicks have a high defensive team, which it always shocks me because even watching them during the regular season, it was like, how do they become this highly ranked defensive team? Like, dude, like they just run like their effort is always like questionable. They can't play a full 4 quarters. They're terrible on offense, like just terrible to watch. I said it in the chat. Zion would literally be perfect for this team.
No.
But he can't. He's not. He can't stay healthy. For this team, he'd literally be perfect. Because everything that Randall is very bad at. Everything that Randall is very bad at. Zion knows how to.
I would trade Randall for something.
Last point on the Knicks, and then we gotta move on. We gotta kind of.
I don't want Zion. I want RJ going, and I want Julius going. We gotta.
RJ got to go too. RJ got to go.
They got to build around.
They're not.
Jalen,
but
Brunson.
RJ's their best young player. What are y'all talking about?
He's my favorite Knicks since John Starks. Brunson. I'm telling you, Brunson is the guy, man. They got to build around Brunson. Brunson's the guy, man. Build around Brunson and Robinson. And let Obi play a little bit. Grimes is good. I like.
Did you say Robinson? All right, we're moving on. If we're talking about Mitchell Robinson, all right, it's time to move on.
Mitchell Robinson is getting out rebounded like he is. He was fucking out rebounding both Jared.
I know he was. Yeah, he cleared the Cavaliers, but obviously the lights were too bright for one of those Cavaliers because he fucking told us. Anyway, we're moving on to the better series. So as we're recording right now on a Thursday night. The Los Angeles Lakers have a 3-2 lead over the Golden State Warriors last night. Golden State fought for survival, and they won last night. AD got elbowed in the eye, which seemed like he was going to be in concussion protocol. He was not in concussion protocol. Did y'all see that bullshit Stephen A. Smith did on TV yesterday?
No, what did he do?
He was laughing.
I mean, so was Inside the NBA.
They did some foul shit to my man.
I thought it was
Laughing that
bullshit because because last night Kenny and Chuck, they couldn't even get through it after the game. They were laughing so hard at like the wheelchair being brought out. Like they just think it's a joke. But the whole thing is it's just a standard and the fucking gift that all these media outlets do, because whoever gets hurt who think it's funny, you can make a joke about like AD because you don't talk. But if they were to give him interviews, they wouldn't even talk shit about him. Yeah. Because so that's really what it is.
Yeah, it was so bad this morning that Stephen A had to issue an apology. Not necessarily apology, but he addressed it on Twitter because there was a lot of backlash because him and Jay Will were laughing during a segment with Brian Windhorst about AD's concussion and the potential of his health or whatever, which was wild. Anyway, strange times.
When a football player gets a concussion, depending on where you get hit in the head, you can be stretchered off. But
that's why I thought it was a strange choice. I don't expect ESPN to do anything because Stephen A. Smith is there. This is like Stephen A. Smith time. Like this is his. But
don't let Shaq and Charles get off for doing that shit.
Oh, they're gonna. I mean. Who's gonna?
Yeah, but they got more rope. I expect more.
Who's gonna?
They got more rope. I agree with you.
They don't. They obviously don't know how the head works. Like you can get elbowed. Like everybody, he got elbowed in the eye. It's like you get elbowed in a certain place in your head. Everything could rock your shit. I am very surprised he doesn't have a concussion. I'm very surprised Draymond didn't get a concussion when he.
When he bounced his that was game 4. Game 4.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
game 4. It was in
game 4.
Yeah.
Like this is the NBA's time to shine. And I'm gonna point this out because I feel like as an NBA fan, this is bothering me. I fucking mute out on Inside the NBA. I'm done with it. Like I don't like they don't say shit. So, like, they literally don't say dick. In the morning when I wake up, I fucking watch replay or basketball breakdown. Somebody who has a recorded of it who gives me some shit I really want to know. And actually, I mean, if I want to get jokes, yes.
Yeah, if you want to hear jokes. Yeah, if you want to hear jokes.
But them racing to the board,
I'll tell you.
Stephen A. Smith, but even fucking countdown with Greeny, Jalen Rose.
We've had this conversation. Rell, those conversations aren't for the avid fans where we want to know breakdowns of like, should the Lakers do this, or what happens when should the Lakers go about trapping on the pick and roll instead of just having press up on the that thing that what they put on TV is for the casuals, like the people just because that they're the masses of the game.
I understand
those are for the casuals,
but I feel like especially on a show like I don't know, like Inside the NBA, like where can I go to get that level? I mean, I gotta go to fucking Tim Legler. Wait for next day pod there.
I got the people for you. You just don't want to inject it to your system. I got the people for you.
I'm not listening to fucking what's his name, Nate Duncan. I'm not. So I mean, I have a way to
see. You haven't listened to Nate Duncan in a while. He thinks he's been on the Lakers wagon for the longest. Anyway, all right. So I don't want to super nerd this out, but real quick, this is what I got to say about the series. I mean, I expect LeBron to go whatever he has in the tank. He's going to empty the clip tomorrow night.
Oh, he's not going to allow them to do a 3-1 back.
No, the clip will be empty tomorrow. The biggest adjustment I suspect I expect them to take Vando out and to put Dennis Schroeder in the starting lineup.
I don't know. I'm not enjoying watching Schroeder on offense, man.
He played well on offense yesterday. He's like their third best player offenses yesterday,
number wise, but like he does.
He's the best defender on Steph.
I'm talking offense, man. He does shit or stop running the pick and roll with him or putting him on the side of AD because it's like sometimes it's as simple. And I know AD is not a demanding player. We'll get to that in a second, but it's like he does shit where it's like he tries to be tricky and getting the ball to AD, and every single time
you talk about that behind that back pass that made you
behind the back pass when he's doing a pick and roll. Yeah. Like he always just does some like it's just give him the goddamn ball. You have to hand it over to him.
I mean, AD Schroeder's been the best Steph defender. He's been. I'm with you. Out of all the guards that the Lakers have, he's probably been like the third best. D'Lo's been up and down ever since they put in Gary Payton Jr. D'Lo hasn't had a good day.
Minnesota held him back.
Ever since they put in
Chris Finch is a fucking criminal, bro. I'm telling you, Chris Finch is a fucking criminal. They sat D'Lo in the corner and didn't let him fucking play, mate. Like, come on, man, Jesse.
Oh yeah, they want to make Anthony Edwards happy, man. What the fuck do you mean they were supposed to do?
A first-year fucking rookie guard, you just want to put him in pick?
Yeah, rookie guard that looks like has the body of I don't know prime. Name your best shooting guard.
Chris Finch tried to make him a spot-up shooter, and D'Lo like these the playmate.
Where was that yesterday?
He got his cape again. Anyway,
where the fuck was that yesterday?
He's hot and cold, and I think again, like I said, ever since they put Gary Payton Jr., Gary Payton II in the starting lineup, he hasn't had a good game. Gary Payton basically was the best defender on fucking.
Gary Payton ain't nothing but a fucking hack, bro, and you know it. Gary Payton ain't nothing but a hack on the wing, and I'm just calling it out for what it is. The ref's not calling the shit, but I'm gonna say what it is. Gary Payton's nothing but a fucking hack.
He's probably one of the best fucking guard defenders in the league, bro. Anyway,
hack, bro.
I think like I said, Austin Reeves is positive. I think Austin Reeves found his niche in offense. I felt like he found out where he can kind of score, who he can kind of score on, when he can attack. Like I said, early in the series,
he stopped playing for the foul.
Yes. I mean, that was going to be the learning curve. He's a second-year player. That was going to be the learning curve.
You know what? I will talk about this.
Seems like he has his shot. He doesn't look as tired, as gimpy as he looked early in the series, which is a positive. I'm super duper impressed with Ham, despite everything, even with the losses. I feel like necessarily they weren't all on him. He's pressed all the right buttons. He's limited Vando because the Warriors, they made their adjustment when Vando's in there. They don't even guard him, don't even check him. I mean, it just gives Draymond a place to help out. Obviously, we don't have to go into the Lonnie Walker game, but that was all Ham, just trusting Lonnie Walker and Lonnie Walker doing what he, next man up mentality. My biggest adjustment, I expect Schroeder to start. I don't know how the Warriors.
That's it for Vando. We don't need no more Vando.
For the series, I think for the series, yeah. For the next series, we'll see him again though. He'll be on Murray. They'll put him on Murray.
No, I'm saying right now, I don't see him not starting.
We gotta make a switch.
The Schroeder's plus minus. If they're going on plus minus, it's screaming that Schroeder should start. It's like screaming that Schroeder should start.
Hopefully,
if we do Vando, hopefully we do the McGee minutes where it's 3 minutes in and takes.
The Keith Bogan.
Because they keep shading them to that corner for us.
Yeah.
His open.
The shot doesn't look that bad. I can't wait till he gets a full summer with. I can't wait till he gets.
It's no hope. It's no hope.
No. I'm not saying for him to be a lights out shooter, but there's a hope for him to be at least.
I'm 35.
To be a corner three. If he gets to like 33 and he takes like 3 a game, we'll be straight.
I want you to Watanabe to come. I'm done with we can do a sign and trade.
You're stupid.
Wow.
Boy. But yeah, Draymond balled out. Draymond had like 17 points yesterday. That we need to
18.
We need to cut that out right there. We put a pin in that, and we got a W. Plus historically, Steph never. I don't want to knock on wood. Steph never shoots well at Staples. It hasn't happened, and Clay necessarily doesn't either. But I know Warrior fans. I know what they're saying right now. Warriors Twitter's been wilding. I know what they're saying right now.
Clay hasn't shot well in like fucking since game 2.
That's what. See, Rell. Warriors fans are saying what they saying. They saying Game 6 Clay. That man shows. You're laughing, but if Game 6 Clay shows up,
that guy doesn't exist anymore.
Rell, I will. I swear to God, and I'm gonna mark this down. If Clay knocks down 3 threes in the first quarter, I'm calling. I might pull up to your fucking house.
Hold on, 3 threes in the first quarter ain't shit. I'm talking about Game 6 Clay is nothing.
Rell, if Clay has 5, 3, 6 threes in the first half, blaming you for this Laker loss.
Usually when it's Game 6 Clay, Steph's not usually having a good game. It just
that's true.
But anyway,
I'm just saying that it's.
Let me get my rocks off.
Possibility. Go, please, and then we got to get out of here.
All right. One thing I wish the Lakers didn't do is respond to that whole flopping thing.
Bron, yeah.
The refs, Bron, even what's his name, the coach saying it at the.
One last prediction before you get your rocks off. 100% Scott Foster is going to be calling this game. Keep going. Rell, would you want to bet on that too? With Ham, Scott. This is going to be a Scott Foster game. Keep going.
With Ham addressing it. Steve Kerr's doing that old Phil Jackson thing and trying to influence the refs, just saying certain things. If you're going to sit there and talk about them flopping, Draymond should have been kicked out of the game in the first 5 minutes of last game.
He was talking to the refs so crazy. Even Stan said it on the broadcast. He was like, there goes Draymond Green talking to the referees only he can and he can get away with. It was so wild to me.
It was so weird. And there was no call to them that's hey, you need to call a tech on him. And it was just one of those things where they
said, I don't know if it was Stan, but I think, it was Chris Haynes. Chris Haynes said, he said, Draymond, you need to calm down. He's like, no, I ain't calming down. You got to give me a tech for me to calm down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And it was just he just got away. Look, I don't have a problem with Draymond, but that was a nutso.
That was wild. That was wild.
That was wild. And I'm not trying to get him kicked out of the game, but it was
I want to beat Draymond.
It was.
I want to beat him on the court.
It was.
Rell doesn't care. I don't give a fuck who. I want to beat Draymond while he's on the court.
Fuck that. No, I want him to be off the court so he can see how dumb he is to get out of the game again. No, that's. But it's not. But I don't care. I'm not tripping that he wasn't on. It was just literally he's literally doing whatever he wants, and y'all are just yep, he can go ahead and do it. It was weird. It was beyond weird. But I'm not saying that as in one of those things. I'm saying y'all get away with y'all stuff. We get away with whatever we do. I'm not even saying we flop. We don't really flop. It's just my problem.
Dennis Schroeder flops, and
my problem is
and D'Lo does it a little bit, but everybody else, no.
Jordan Poole is
no. I agree with you. I'm not arguing with you.
One of the worst floppers.
Steph flops too. Steph flops, yeah.
But no, I'm saying for me, it's just stop.
But if you don't say Dennis Schroeder flops, then Dennis Schroeder flops. Of course,
because he's a defender. He's a defender. Most defenders have that. But anyways, look, I don't know what.
LeBron played 45 minutes.
I don't know what AD we're gonna get. But it's just one of those things where I really want them to stop, not stop, but it's this idea that if the refs are not calling anything, they just lose their energy in trying to make plays. Don't rely on these refs to make your calls. All those things. And you got to come out strong. Even if it's one of these things where y'all are relying on the crowd or anything, you just can't give them any momentum.
They have 1.5 rim protectors. I mean, if you want to call Wiggins a rim protector, he's kind of rim protector.
Remember when Looney was sick for about a day? He never was fucking sick. He just was smoked out of the rotation. They just trying to play him right. You can't play two bigs together on the same court with us because we're gonna outbig you. Okay, cool. You want to clog up the fucking paint? Looney was never sick. He was switching lineups since then. We got this team on the ropes, bro. We got them on the ropes, and we just gotta give them the last one tomorrow. We got him on the ropes. Steve Kerr, what the fuck he's doing? I'm telling you, man. It's up to this team.
He's just that's what I'm saying.
An hell of a job. I think Steph has been out there a man by himself. Clay hasn't shown up for him. Jordan Poole is literally. Again, this is another prediction. I guess I have 4 predictions for this game. I expect Steve Kerr to have the shortest rope for Jordan Poole.
He's playing him 10 minutes.
I expect him to have a shorter rope.
He played him 4 minutes game.
I expect him to have a shorter rope for Jordan Poole. I expect to see a lot of Looney. I don't think Kuminga's coming off the bench because I think Kerr is mad at I think Kerr is mad at Kuminga for all the shit he's been woofing and all the faces he's been looking on the bench.
I'm telling you, if Bron do this tomorrow, if Bron is the one to put the stake to kill the White Walker.
This is my 5th prediction, and then we can get out of here. Throwback LeBron game. Throwback LeBron game. I don't know how healthy he is.
You're gonna try.
I don't know how healthy he is.
He be traveling on that spin move.
He's gonna be relying on that spin move. Because I'm not gonna lie, see, Rell thought I was hating when I said he can't blow by people. Andrew Wiggins,
well, he's injured.
Wiggins is just doing this, like, oh, you think you're going that way? Okay, I got you. He's going this way, block. I'm going this way, block.
No,
he's clearly injured. He's clearly
injured. He's injured. 6 doctors said he had to have surgery, bro. 6 doctors said he had to have surgery.
He's clearly injured. He's
like, Rell, I agree with you. He's clearly injured. He does the fact that Andrew Wiggins looks as strong as him, where he can't even move Andrew Wiggins out the way is a problem, bro.
Watch him do the spin move. It's terrible.
Remember when the word was supposed to be light years so far ahead of the league? Remember when Bob Myers said he was supposed to be light? They was light years ahead of the league, and then they smoked off the Wiseman, picked the shit, and everybody pissed that off and forgot that.
It's been a war on Twitter between Lakers Twitter and Warriors Twitter because we've been on each other's corner. They've been arguing. They've been going back and forth. So
there is no war. There is no war.
When the Lakers win tomorrow, I expect Lakers Twitter to act an ass on Twitter.
We are going to put.
I expect the Lakers Twitter to act a complete ass, and I will be reposting a lot of the funny shit because I know it's going to be hilarious.
I want them to get blown out, man.
It's over tomorrow.
Yes, you got to get on Twitter, man. I don't know if you have a Twitter.
I still have my Twitter. But
yes, you got to send me that. You got to send me that. We got to get you in there, man, because they be going crazy in there.
All right. I want no parts of it. It's delusional.
It's funny, man. Nick's Twitter pisses me off though. Anyway, all right, man. Great pod, gentlemen. It's great to be back. Go Lakers. Go Heat.
Lakers Heat money line. I mean Lakers.
No. You had it right.
No. Lakers Knicks. Lakers Knicks money line tomorrow. Tell me. Lakers Knicks money line.
Update: the Denver Nuggets have made it to the Western Conference Finals. Dustin, we're gonna get Dustin on the pod hopefully this weekend or sometime next week, so he can talk about. First, I want him to talk about the MVP because he was caping for Joker to win MVP, and that didn't happen. And he didn't say anything on any of his socials. He didn't even want to talk about that. But now his chicken nuggets are in the Western Conference Finals. I want to ask him who he would prefer. I mean, I should ask him now, but who would right now? Maybe I'll ask him tomorrow. Who he would, as of tomorrow, who would he rather play, the Warriors or the Lakers? He'd probably say the Warriors because he's a chicken nugget.
I would say this: I don't know how either of those teams beat the Nuggets. That motherfucker's. I don't know.
Where there's a will, there's a way. All right, you guys. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thank you guys for listening. For Rell, for Jesse, I'm Kev. We're those millennials, and we're out.